Hello. This is episode 10. I think this is it. This is 10. And man, I didn't even realize that actually. Uh, I wish I had something big to say. I feel like I just look like crap. My hair's not done. I'm in a dark room. I'm tired, but anyways, I know usually I start with the where we at, but I think we're just going to skip that part today. Uh what I would like to get into is kind of the next steps that I've been talking about. I want to basically keep everybody who's interested more involved in kind of my thought process behind everything. Because I think a lot of the stuff that I'm doing right now has to do, oh my God, sorry, has to do a lot more with thought process rather than like action. I mean, there's only so much that I could do actually at the moment until I have the investment money to do anything with. Um, so I had a buddy of mine. We were talking the other day about something else, but he showed me this cool website. This cool website called Miro, which is basically just like a giant dashboard that I could share with everybody so that they could see it and I could just keep on updating it. Because I'm not posting like so I haven't posted, right, in I think 11 days now, and that's not been because of like a lack of ideas or content or anything. It's been more of a time thing, and to take the time to basically make these videos, it's weird on how you would be surprised on how much, I guess, time you kind of have to set aside to make a video. And I'm not saying that it's hard. I'm not saying that, it's like, oh, I gotta move aside my whole day. But like for me personally, the motivation like comes and goes because there's like some moment I'll be at work. I'm like, I got this genius video idea that I'm gonna do. Then I come over here or I come back home and I'm just, I'm not feeling it. Uh, but I would also, so I want to use this website. Let me actually just show you what I got right now. Let me move. Oh, that is the wrong. Let me move me out right now. So here we have my little dashboard here. I'll put it in present mode. I know it's really bright. It's kind of flashbanging me right now. Uh, and so this is just the start. This is maybe like 10-15 minutes of work right here. A lot of these sticky notes are, I'm not gonna lie to you, they're AI. And mainly for the reason that they are very basic, simple descriptions that I'm way too lazy to actually go in and describe everything about. Like, if we go here just to the markets, each one of these have a description explaining like what they are uh, contained of. I feel like that's such a bad word to describe. Contained is not the right word. Man, this hair is just making my forehead look big. It's not covering my forehead at all. Anyways, also I like to put the annual return over like each year on it as well, because I feel like a lot of people also track these markets, right? Specifically the S&P 500, because people say like, oh well, generally, like I heard this from somebody else saying that it increased by 12% each year. So all you got to do is invest in the S&P 500, and then you increase your money by 12% each year, no matter what, right? Which is smart, right? It's a smart choice, but is it the most fun choice? No. What else do we got here? Yeah, the Russell 2000. This all came from my financial visualizer. Let's see. Let's go. I'm hoping I'm not showing anything too crazy. Well, let's go here to my favorite website, FinViz, visualizations. I basically based it off of this. I know you can't see it. Let me see if I can move my screen a little bit more. Um, Here we have the Dow, the Nasdaq, the S&P 500, and Russell 2000. This is actually where I get most of my stock information. Like if I'm ever just looking daily. I mean, this homepage right here tells you so much about stuff that's happened. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't been like on it 20. I've not been on the stock. I hate saying it, like it makes me sound like such a loser. I have not been looking at the market though. recently that much, just because again I've been busy, and I don't want to tell you that I've been busy with like very important stuff. It's been very dumb stuff that I've just been occupying my time with. But here, like, I mean, this page, just even this top part, we see the top gainers, top losers. I think that's always like fun information to have. The new high, new low, overbought, oversold, whatever, blah blah blah. For example, one that I saw that was very interesting that I've even messed around with earlier was Data Vault. This was one of the first penny stocks that I kind of touched, because I saw a post on Reddit. And as we see here, I mean, the stock used to be great. I mean, whoa. I never even went this far back. I didn't realize. No, this is not real, dude. Hold on, wait. I'm sorry, I know this is so off topic. You're telling me this went $1 million? It, in price? Would tell me there was a high of one time of 1.7 mil? What? I'd even, dude, imagine you sold here. Imagine you sold, not like you sold, but like imagine you bought some shorts here from 1.6 mil all the way to $1. That is insane. Oh, it's gonna tell me to buy it, isn't it? Oh, no, okay, we're good. Anyways, let's not focus on that. But this was something that I messed around with. It must have been around like late September, early October was whenever I touched it, and it just reached a new 50, almost, I guess not exactly, 54.88% high. It didn't reach that, but it went up that. So it's stuff like that that I find is fun. It's also like, I mean, you could pay for stuff here, but generally the free stuff's pretty good. I mean, the heat map is great. I'm pretty sure this just follows the S&P 500 actually, but the heat map's great. I've never really seen it be like super green. Usually it's, I don't know, this is good. Anyways, besides the point. Insider trades, like, yeah, and yeah, so insider trades, like, oh, this guy, he's the EVP and CIO of what company? LTC Properties, so healthcare faculties, whatever, and he just bought a bunch. I mean, that tells you a lot. Futures, you know, gas, oil. I mean, I love the screener so much, and so that's kind of what I based off a little bit of it for here. Then we have I have a whole AI page. This is also, again, all these sticky notes are AI generated, because I am not going through the time. I already know what these are. Like, I'm not going to go through the time to slowly describe all of them. I want them there, though, because it looks nice. Also, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have, like, a description. But here we have, like, basically all the, like, the big companies. OpenAI is not a public company, but it is a big player in the AI industry. That's besides the point. I mean, and just look at these gains, dude. I mean, let's not look at this one, but like, I mean, let's look at NVIDIA, 1,348% over 5 years, dude. Those are some insane numbers. If we go even here, I mean, even some of the basic stuff. So Alphabet, Google, right? That's 258% growth. Microsoft, 250 to 300%. I mean, it's just insane. Here we have the hedge fund / whales, also part of a cool website that I found. Here shows you all the hedge funds. They're called also whales because they're like, you know, like, these are the people that, like, we basically compete with as, like, daily people, because these people have hundreds of millions of dollars that, and like, if you have $100 million, right, you can control the market with that. You know what I mean? Anyways, so we have Berkshire Hathaway. I mean, I already have the descriptions. I already have the descriptions in here. Like, Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett actually just left. He officially retired. But he just put a ton of shares. I remember his, like, last thing was with Apple, like his last big thing. Scion Asset Management, managed by, I said that very poorly, managed by Michael Burry. I think I've talked about him before. Famous for The Big Short. I'm sure you guys, I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, but he's like this, you know, stock market genius guru or whatever. The only thing about him though is, I don't know, his choices are very interesting. He's doing a lot of options, which is very scary to do. But I mean, I guess if you're comfortable, BlackRock, of course, we got to include that. Anyways, oh, I also have just some interesting, like, they're called ticker. I don't like saying that. This sounds bad, but that's what they are. They're just companies. They're companies out there that I find to be interesting. I mean, gold isn't a company, but it's just something that I find to be interesting. These are all things, especially I forgot the name of this one. Anyways, this company right here is seeing, like, in my screener. I have a bunch of screeners over here. If you go to screener, I have a bunch of presets for stuff. Half of this stuff is just like bounce plays. If we look at the stocks, they're gonna like it. The screener's made to basically predict when a stock, like all these are generally gonna be like going down. I guess they should be like that. That's about to be bounce play. Is what it's saying. Is that if you could see, where's that? Yeah. And bounce play meaning like it. See, look, like it's just like a, and then it's gonna, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna jump back up, right? And so all those are there. This whole screener is meant for those, but I like to look at these three. DFV is for deep fucking value. These are like things that are heavily, they should be heavily undervalued. I don't understand why I'm looking at a P/E ratio of 30 and 114. That is odd. Anyways, I mean, but these are things that should be super undervalued. I don't know what's going on here. Technically, the PE ratio of anything isn't the only indicator that something's undervalued, so that might be the reason why that I don't have that on there. It's been a minute. We have basic value. That's just like general value. You know what I mean? Something that might be undervalued. You know what I mean? And then Buffett. These are like stocks that are super safe. Should be super safe to go into. I'm very interesting. This is the one. Wriggle Pharmaceuticals. I'm very interested in biotechnology and how that's going to play out. Anyways, let me bring myself back 1 second. 1 second. All right. So anyways, anyways, that thing that I showed you, the blackboard, that's basically like, that's just the beginning. I mean, there's so much more stuff that I want to put on there. I'm just too lazy to do it like right now. So I'm just going to be working on it through a course of time. And it's basically going to be it's going to be visualization of my brain and kind of what I'm thinking of, finance wise. And that's about it. I mean, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about. I don't really have anything like crazy new to talk about. Again, like I've been saying, I haven't been doing a ton of research. I just started a book. What's it called? The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. He was, what's his name? Warren Buffett's old teacher about investing. Now, what I'm worried about is that the book seems to be a lot more about like the human psyche and kind of like, the mentality towards investing rather than like actual strategies. And so what I'm hoping that I can gain from that is that I can give you the numbers, right? Like I'm very close to like being able to just use numbers and be a quant and be able to figure out what stocks are good to buy. But there's one thing that I can't figure out with numbers, and that's just how people are going to react. You know what I mean? Because no matter what, I could show you the best stock in the world, right? But at the same time, if people just don't agree on that, right? Or they just don't like the idea of it, something's just setting them off and they just don't like it, whatever it is, I don't care. Stocks aren't about the actual value of the company. It's about what people think is the value of the company. For example, I mean, people are dumb all the time. I think lesson of the day, right, is there's a video. It was Jeff Bezos, and he was saying, "Yeah, man, my stock was, 15 bucks. Then it went, or not 15. I'm just looking at the time. It's been 15 minutes, so I'll make this short. But he said, yeah, it was in the hundreds of dollars, right? And then out of nowhere, it just went to like $6 because people weren't believing in the company. But the thing is that in the background, though, he said I just looked at my financial statements, right? He just looked at his company performance, and it was going up every single year, every day, every month, every year. Like his company was performing well. There's just this weird mentality about it. And I think those are the times when it is right to invest, because if I could invest in Amazon at $6, I would do it in a heartbeat, right? But I think it's the secret, I guess not the secret. The hard part is the search in stock and trying to find something that's undervalued like that. But I mean, anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna start posting on my Instagram, um, just for little short stuff. I think that's what I want to do. Ooh, excuse me. I think that's what I want to do. I want to post like more smaller things instead of like making bigger videos. So something I could literally just open my phone up and then just do something stupid on. And then I'm gonna post that Miro on basically my YouTube and my Instagram, and that's gonna be available for anybody to view. I'm not letting anybody edit that, but for anybody to view and anybody to look at. So if anybody's curious about, kind of like where my brain's at, I mean, who knows? I am no legal financial advisor. Technically, I'm just an aspiring financial advisor. But who knows? You might find some good stuff on there. So we'll see. Anyways, that's it for me. Thank you.